What's going on, guys? Part 2 of route swapping. In this video, we're going to break down some of my favorite passing concepts, way to utilize the route swap glitch to create some crazy offensive scoring as far as passing the ball. If you guys missed part 1 on how to do the route swap, I'm going to post that in the description and in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep it up to date with all my content. Hitting that bell in the corner so you know when the fire comes out. Alright, let's get a bit back into it. So, some of my favorite formations doing this are usually like tight formations, bunch, gun tight offset, gun tight doubles. But then I also like to utilize some under center stuff. And I'm in the Oakland playbook here because we know how high powered the Oakland Tour is, the under center stuff, and we can mix some of that in using this route swap. And I'm going to show you guys a few different formations that I like to use. This concept, but obviously you guys, this is for you guys. I mean, use your imagination, create different things. I love when this creativity added to Madden. I miss the days of the formation shifting back when I played back in about Madden 07. So find something like this is huge because it really brings the creativity back out in Madden. So I'm going to start off with gun bunch. Everyone loves gun bunch. It's so high powered. I'm going to show you guys some crazy ways to beat pretty much every coverage with the route swapping. So like we said before, I'm going to put Sonny Michel here because James White is a great receiver out of the backfield. I'm going to put him at receiver. Like we said, we need halfback or tight end at receiver to do this. I explained how to do this in part 1, so go ahead and check that out. But I think my favorite play is probably bunch trail to do this, and we're going to run it flipped. And I'm going to show you guys how we can beat cover 3 and cover 2. Alright, so we're in this bunch trail, and we're going to set up our route combo or our route swap. And we're going to utilize this to be cover 2, and we're going to do it with James White, so it's not going to be the best. If we had like Evan Ingram there, or one of the better, faster tight ends, or even a faster running back, this would even be better. James White, not the fastest of players. But let's go ahead and motion him out. So it's going to look like this. And we're going to wait for him to get to the sidelines and throw that right there, possession catch on the sidelines. Just one of the best cover 2 beaters. It's like that wide trail play out of strong close, which I broke down in another video on my channel. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the setup again. So this is what bunch trail will look like once we route swap it, as you can see. And then we're just going to motion slant square. So it's going to look like this, and we have that cover 2 beater. But I'm going to look for the other combo here. We have that post and the backside slant, as you can see. Alright guys, so now we're going to do it versus cover 3. And, we don't have as much speed as we want with these Patriots. But we're going to go ahead and route swap it here. We're going to get James White now to go over the slot. And then we're going to reset it. So it's going to look something like this. As you can see, we just did the version versus cover 2. But versus cover 3, a couple of different things I like to do. And one is we're just going to match protect, slant out, now circle. And we're going to streak square. So it's going to look like this. And we should be able to beat him deep as a cover 3 beater. I know Demaryius Thomas over there doesn't have as much speed as we'd like, and sometimes James White will get open on that slant out as well versus cover 3. So let's go ahead and see what we see. As you can see there, we have a little pocket. If we pass lead outside, we couldn't get it there without the speed, but we usually have enough space. Let me go ahead and run this one more time for you guys to show you that if we can wait a little bit longer, pass lead better to the outside. It's going to look like this. So where it's head slant out, streak square. I'm going to go and double team Chris Jones. So it's going to look like this. And we should have a nice little pocket to be able to hit Demaryius to the outside. See, he's running a little too slow for me, but there, as you can see, we get it off. So if you have a guy 95 plus speed in that position, which you can get, I mean, it doesn't matter. He's the outside receiver, so that's an easy touchdown every time. The slant out can be open as well. If they play hard flash, you can get over the top. And then one other thing I like to do versus cover 3 is just bunch trail. This play creates a crosser. It creates that Pat Sale look from last year, Madden 19, with Edelman over here, like this. So just a simple setup. We can either drag or slant square, whatever you guys prefer. You can even in-route them. So I'll go ahead and do something like this. And we're just going to wait. This drag is wide open, as you can see, but we're going to have the crosser once it gets open to the sideline. Just a very good concept. And then one other thing I want to break down is if you have Hot Route Master, which is the reason we chose the Patriots for this example, because you can just create the nastiest stuff. Let's go ahead and do it again here. And now, you know, we could do so many things. I mean, we could put Circle on a post now where he does that cover 2 beater. We can put him on a corner, which creates a C route to the inside. We can. One thing I like to do if you're playing man-to-man, now we'll have R1 be able to put him on a stop and go. And if you have high route running, he's going to actually torch man-to-man on the outside right there. We can put Edelman now on a post, which creates a corner route to the outside. So now if they're in a cover 3 shell backed off like this, we'd be able to quick throw that to the outside right when he breaks. We can create the crosser now from bunch trail like we said over here. We don't even need to do it. Now he runs that deep crosser. We can slant out him quickly like this. Another cover 3 beater. We can do the backside dig now inside. I like to stop and go over a zone a little bit too. You can low ball that. Especially if you have a flat that pulls the zones out, you can low ball that. Yeah, and then so there's just so many things you can do. The fade, like we said, is now inside. You can sometimes possession catch that to the inside. So a lot of different things, and then circle over here. You know, slant out like this. You know, post corner, like just some weird things you can create now. Once you have this hot route master. So let me go ahead and break down a couple more things. One thing I like out is tight. So I like this tight slots halfback weak formation as well. We're going to go ahead and put James White to the outside left. And I like 4 verticals because now we're going to have that wheel route to the outside. So say you're just in some man defense. And we're going to go ahead and run the route swap. They're going to flip. So now we have the wheel route to the outside right there, okay? And that's going to be even better versus man-to-man. It's going to be an easy over the top. Then we can put square. I like it for the hot route master because now we can put him on a post over the top like this. Basically anything you want to do with him, stop and go. If they're in a lot of man, you can have 2 man beaters on the same side now. So let's go ahead and just run it. You're going to see we have the wheel. The post is wide open. Wheel, boom, wide open. And it just flips the positions real quick. That's a simple tip. I love tight doubles as well. Any tight formations is really great for this. And I like to run tight doubles flipped too. Where's tight doubles? So as you can see, we got James White there. So now we're going to flip the formation. And basically anything you want to run, you know, I think I'll just hit him with a little... Let's go with zig under, see what we see out of that. We'll just have man-to-man concept. So here we go, we swap them. And now we have different things we can do here. So we have a quick corner route to triangle. So I would just do something like a setup like this. Where we have a slant out now. But we could have a slant out to both sides. So something like this is going to torch man. As you can see here, Edelman, quick little slant out. Double slant outs to both sides is super tough if you're playing a lot of man-to-man. I showed in part 1 how we like mesh post, flipping them out a bunch on the right side with a bunch on the right side. I really like Y trips as well, flipping that. And then the slot guy would go where the right side receiver is. You can create a slant out on both sides as well. You can have a little quick... cover 2 swerve beater. Like I'm gonna show you guys another glitch real quick actually out of this. Since I have time. Where's the play I want? Maybe it's out of tray open. They have the route I'm looking for. Oh, let's try Y flicks. Yes, so a play like curls dig now. Okay, so we're gonna get James White to the outside, good. And a play like curls dig now flipped. Okay, and this is gonna just completely mess up the cover 2 zone defense. So we're gonna go ahead and run our swap, and then we're gonna set it up. And now they're gonna completely flip. Boom! Quick snap, wide open. Swerve that on the sidelines. It completely messes up the defense. The zone coverages, the corners flip. As you can see, the corners flip. They're running to opposite sides, and you can hike it while they're still running. So it's basically like a glitch. Glitches up the defense completely. And even if that didn't happen, this is going to beat cover 2 on the sidelines anyways because you can swerve it. It's like basically one of those fades used to be able to hot route last year. like on plays like clear out this year. So you can just swerve that to the sidelines as well. So those are all some shotgun stuffs. And then finally, I'm going to break down a little under center stuff. We'll go with something like, doubles off close is really good. You can do it out of tight. You can do it out of things like I form H slot when if you want to pass, if you like that formation to run out of. Wing flex close. But I'm just going to do it for the sake of this video. We're just going to do it out of wing slot, which is decently popular if you audible around from wing flex close. And say they run a lot of edge blitz. They're running the 3-3-5 wide man-to-man meta defense. Let me see if I have it. Yeah, I do. Okay, so we'll just set up a two-man under. PA boot slide. And we're going to be able to get now the wheel route to the outside, which is going to be an easy man beater. So let's just set up the meta run defense here. Like this. This is the run defense. And there's going to have no one over the top now. So we set up our beater, or our route swap, and now we have the wheel route to the outside, possibly for an easy touchdown. If you have hot route master, we know we can do a corner route to the right side like this, little flat corner route concept. Corner route will destroy man to the right side. We could put square on basically anything we want, a slant in, a post in if you have hot route master. Keep them on this route, a drag, basically anything you want. And then let's go ahead and check that out. So we have the tight end wide open there. We have the wide open wheel route over the top. So utilizing this out of under center formations can be great as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Part 3 coming soon. We're going to break down how to create some glitchy QB runs using the route swap concept. Enjoy.